Today we are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. It's honestly not been long since the last video, but I do want to go ahead and start working on a Slayer farm, which essentially is just killing mobs with auto slayers on mobs that essentially are our highest priority, because you want to be using the best one you can to make the most money and whatnot. So we're going to be using, I think, zombies. As you can see in Island Slayer, we have enough to go ahead and do zombies, so we're going to be doing that. Before we go ahead and get started though, if you do consider buying anything on the Cosmic Store, consider using my creator code, as it really supports me and it's quite literally just my brand name. I'd very much appreciate it. So last video we set up all this area here for the harvesters, and the only thing I did off camera was add a glowtorch chest, and I've been making all the bundled stuff into glowtorches to make more money. And I set up the coal here, of course, that goes into this chest right here, the collection chest, and then goes in the system and gets bundled. The only thing is I had to take out the upgrade because it didn't have enough room to actually bundle things. It needs to be 500 bundles in order to put in 2 different types of items in a bundle bot without it breaking until these fill up. So I kind of had to do that, but it is what it is. I'll just have to check them every day or so. And then this thing made, I think, around 300,000 since I started recording the last video. So I'd say roughly 36 hours it made like 300,000 just from carrots, and plus just putting in some extra loot like the string and the spider eyes here. I've been just moving it over all the way into here so I can get the extra bit of money. And I also set up a public cow farm. It's literally just temporary here for the purpose of killing cows for anyone that needs food and wants to get me island XP at the same time, because you need a lot of food for adventures, so it makes sense. So for the Slayer area, I was thinking we build it upwards. It's still gonna be in this area here, but we're gonna build it up at like Y30 or whatever, because if we look at island levels, so we're currently 16, our Y level max is 56. And if we look down here, when we stand here, we're on Y level 2, which is the lowest point you can build at, but technically Y level 1 if we went lower. So we're just gonna go up to 30 and then build our little farm area from there. So I'm gonna do F3 plus G, and we're just gonna build a zombie farm above this, because then we can actually not do glow torches and actually maybe get rid of the glowberries that we have down and work on the better recipe known as crispy flesh. If you look in recipes, I do have crispy flesh here. It's not unlocked. I have it in a chest, but I have a lot of other recipes. We got deadly darts, iron torch, we got crispy flesh as well. We're gonna just claim these, but if we go into recipes, take a look here. It's a really good recipe, and it's probably way better than glowtorch in my opinion, so we're probably gonna be doing that. So probably remove this, and then we're gonna build the Slayer thing above this for the zombies. So there we go, we're on Y29. So now we go ahead and build a platform here, and I want to think how I'm gonna build this. Honestly, it's not a difficult layout, and as I said in last video, you need an alt to render the spawner so it actually spawns the mobs in. So I'm probably gonna just like have them all in one area and then have like teleporting systems for each of them, because I don't know if there's like a way you can use teleport pads for specific mobs only. If there isn't a way for that, I'm gonna ask for that, because that is definitely a good feature to implement. It would make automation so much more fun if you have teleport pads, being able to specifically teleport specific mobs. If it already exists, then that's great, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Anyways, we need more deep slate, so let's go into here, get more deep slate bricks, and we're just gonna fill this all in, and we're gonna build a specific design that works for mobs with like a player hitbox space, so like skeletons, zombies, what else, zombified piglins. I'm trying to think all the other ones, but it works for those ones, and they're like the next 3 anyways, because if we look at Island Slayer, they are, and it works for blazes and endermen, so it's actually a good design that we're gonna build. I've built it previously, it's really, really good, and you can use like a ton of Slayer bots with the design, so it's gonna be good. So we're gonna be funneling the zombies to this corner, so we're gonna go ahead, go up a layer here on the outside and get a border going, and I think I know how we can funnel this properly. It's gonna look goofy, and I just want it to all be on one level anyways. I think we're just gonna put fence gates, but how much are they? They're probably cheaper now, I'm assuming. Yeah, they changed the pricing, so they're way cheaper. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it's 5. So we put the water here, it should go right to the corner. Oh no, it needs to be in one more, at least I think, or it might be another. Let's double check this, because it needs to be like right on. Yeah, so it's right here, goes right to this corner. Actually, we're gonna make this 3 tall, because the zombies could jump out when they're trying to go through the water. That's honestly a good call by me that I'm thinking of this. So we'll go around one more time. Now what we're gonna do is replace this with fence gates, and then we're gonna put it offset here. So we're just gonna do this, go all the way around here, and then I'm gonna put a block for the time being, because it doesn't need to be there. where basically we're gonna open all the fence gates at the end of this so things can travel through them. And we're not gonna put pressure plates. I was gonna put pressure plates, but I feel like that's just not it. It's gonna be loud and annoying. So from my knowledge, on all these stone brick, we can just put water. The only problem with this layout is I have to put water for each individual block because it's gonna be flowing. So we got all the water down. We're gonna go ahead and start breaking this, put the fence gates on the floor, and then you can kind of get what pattern I'm going with this. It's basically just a way to move the mobs around, and then we can go ahead and open these when we're done. So I'm currently making the outside here, and we just need a block in the corner, which realistically should be fine. It's not like mobs are gonna spawn there, and I'm gonna make them closer to this side anyways. We're just trying to make sure the mobs don't spawn on the border here, because I don't want to build a wall around this. It would look really weird. And we can turn off chunks now, because we technically don't need to see them anymore, because we know what we're working with for the size of this. And I know some people might be saying I could have put signs instead of fence gates, but fence gates are kind of easier to place, and the signs just look weird. It honestly isn't that appealing compared to fence gates. That's the only reason I did the complete different thing. So on that corner block, we'll probably put some water there. We just got to put the water on the rest of these. So how many do I need? I need 8. I need 9. Okay, so if I place these all correctly, we should have enough. The reason we can't put the water on the same level is it would probably collect and turn into a full source area. So we have to make this up one and then one in the corner. So we go ahead and put one here and we're done. So from my knowledge, the mob will never get stuck here in this corner, which is good. Anyways, we'll open up all the gates now. So let's go ahead, go through. And I just want to make sure they're facing all the same way, so it doesn't look really messy and whatnot. Trying to make this look elegant, I guess you could say. So there we go. We got that situated. It's going to drop down here, and then we're going to have a different water system. It's because we need to put it inside of, like, I think iron bars is what we're going to do. Or can we use glass panes? I think we can use glass panes. Yeah, we can use glass panes. We're going to use, I think, just regular. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down 3 blocks here, put glass panes in a square here, and then put some up on this side only, and not where the stone brick is, or deep slate stone brick, I should say. We put a platform here, here, and here, and the mob's gonna spawn here, gonna get pushed by water and fall into here. So it's centered within a area where we can make a super overpowered Slayer farm. That is the main goal, at least. And a good way to make sure this works properly is put glass panes along here, and then you go ahead and start building a wall on this side. Pretty simple. The mob is gonna drop here, drop into here, and then go down. Simple as that. I'm just trying to remember how this works. Like, it's so confusing. Oh yeah, one thing I completely forgot about is we need slabs. 4 of them, and we go down, boom, 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 and boom. There we go. Actually, we're gonna move this down 1 more, just to make sure we have enough room. Yeah, that's probably a wise choice. I'm not sure how much it's gonna hold up, so we'll start with the real ones, because technically the real ones are just way better by a long shot. Now we're just gonna go ahead and set the platforms down for where they will be placed. So we'll go ahead, put 1 here and 1 here, and now we need the hoppers, which I'm gonna show how I do the hoppers for this as well. So we need to grab some. Where are they at? And I guess we could go ahead and grab out some gold from my trinket here, and we're just gonna make some more hoppers from shop, or get some more, I guess you could say. So this hopper here is gonna be facing down because it's the end of it. We also need our pickaxe. Let's go ahead and break this, and then we make it loop this way with 5, as you can see, and then we just go ahead, plop down a link chest right here. This is gonna be running on iron fuel in a bit, and then we'll preset the next one, which is also going to be the same concept, just sitting right here. You could use the same link chest and go around the whole way, but it's not efficient for the fueling, so it's best to use 2 link chests per layer, so about a total of 4, because you can build 2 layers tall of this if you're using a 2 block tall mob. Now we go ahead and place this one down. There we go. So we put the fuel in here, and I'm also gonna maybe disable these ones for now until I can fuel them fully, so they don't take anything from these hoppers. But we're gonna put the grass and the dirt in their designated hoppers, so these are all situated. All right, we got this one done. Now we got to do the other side, and we can set this to the white channel for that one, and then we just need the extra fuel here, so we need a total of 5 stacks. We're just gonna go ahead, grab the rest out. We'll figure out the spawners in a bit. I just want to get this situated. So the thing is we're gonna have this alt account sit underneath the island, so it's technically gonna be sitting on these 4 blocks here, so it can actually render in this and kill with the Slayer Sam that it's holding on it so it can get XP and more loot drops for this system. That is at least what the goal is of this. So I got the alt in place. It'll eventually TP up there. I got the XP off of the alt. As you can see, I got both bottles, almost 1 million, which is all good. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead, grab out some more blocks. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I think this is. And then that is that one, so it would be right here. So to represent where a spawner is going to go, we're just gonna put black glass, because it pretty much is the same thing. Or actually, we'll do tinted. It looks really good, actually, for this use. So we'll go up to about, I think we can do up to 4 here, so that should be good. Yeah, that should be good enough. And it's got 6 blocks in each direction, which should be good enough from my knowledge. Now we grab our zombies, which I guess we're gonna go ahead and only put 6 of these down. So 6 spawners here, which hold 10 in them. So we'll go ahead, put these down and fill them in. We go bam, 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 and then fill these 2. So as you can see, the zombie goes down into there, and then it's gonna sit on that spot. Pretty simple. And then it actually gets registered as a hitbox from this level, which reminds me we're probably gonna have to put a extra hopper here on the ends of these. That's a little unfortunate because I wasn't thinking I would need to. Yeah, we're gonna have to really quickly just redo how these work. I just need to buy a hopper, so let's go here, buy a hopper, and then one can go here, so that's fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna reorganize this all. So as you can see, there's a current pattern here. We're just gonna copy it on this side. So we go up, I think, 2 blocks, and then put a hopper facing down, copy it on this. There we go. And these 2 shouldn't interact with each other. It should be fine. So we're gonna put a link chest right here and there. And the reason I realized this is because eventually I'm gonna put bots on top of these hoppers, so then the mob can get killed by them as well, and we can have up to, like, I think 16 of them. It's gonna be crazy in the future, potentially. At least I think you can have 16. We can also use the Slayer bot upgrades in the meantime. We'll set those up. I don't think I can get another tier 2. Let's take a look here. How much is a tier 2? 3 million, and it's the only one. We do not have enough. Unfortunate. It is what it is. Oh yeah, and I also took out, I think it was the tier 2 upgrade from the iron crafter. It apparently doesn't need it since we don't have a lot of iron scraps flowing in. So once we build another layer, we'll probably need at least a tier 1 or a tier 2. I'm not too certain, but it'll be something along the lines there. For now, it doesn't need it in there, but we're gonna go ahead, put in the first one. We're gonna have a tier 1 and a tier 2. So its attack interval is half a second, which is crazy good. Should give us a chance of multi-kill as well. And then this one also has multi-kill, but gives not as much speed because it's only tier 1, which it is what it is. While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and go here, turn on our crop break, and get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. It was a one-time thing, and we didn't even have it for 2 days because I realized I could be making way more money with crispy flesh. So we're switching over and putting these back in the big farm. Before we start it, I will probably have to make tweaks off camera to it because the thing is, it might not even be stable enough. We'll just have to wait and see when I start running it. It's probably not going to keep up with the zombies we have down, so I'll have to get more of those. I don't know if the fuel's going to keep up, so I might even remove one of these Slayers if it doesn't. There will be a lot of off-camera changes, just knowing if the fuel breaks. I thought I'd mention it. We also get iron scraps, but I'm probably just not even going to pick those up at all. But anyways, let's go ahead, turn these on. We should be getting rotten flesh going into here now. If I'm not mistaken, there we go. Should all be going into the system. Okay, so we have a total of 30 more we can go ahead and place down. I spent about 1 million on more. So we'll go ahead, break this, this, and this. Put this in here, and then put that there. Perfect. But there we go. I think we have done what I wanted to do for this video, which was set up the Slayers, which is gonna get me a lot of island XP and a lot more money from the crispy flesh, which I am very excited for that. As you can see, a ton of rotten flesh is being made. We already had a ton of coal. It's gonna work out perfectly. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.